I spent weeks planning my son Noah's 7th birthday. Balloons, a homemade cake, a rented clown, everything. My wife, Sarah, helped me decorate the backyard. We wanted it to be perfect because Noah didn't have many friends yet. Most of the guests were family. My parents, my brother Luke and his wife, a few cousins. Noah was buzzing with excitement. He kept asking if Grandpa would come, if Uncle Luke would bring the drone he promised. I reassured him, of course, buddy. They wouldn't miss it for the world. The party was set for 2 p.m. By 2:30, no one had arrived. I checked my phone. No messages. No calls. I told Noah, they're probably just running late. He smiled, trusting me, and went back to his balloons. By 3 o'clock, the clown arrived, and we went ahead with the show. I tried to laugh, but my stomach twisted. Maybe we should call them, Sarah whispered. I called my parents first. No answer. Then Luke, straight to voicemail. By 3:45, Noah's smile was fading. Dad, he said softly, did they forget? My heart cracked. No, buddy, they're just busy. Maybe something came up. But deep down I knew this wasn't new. They'd always done this. Always had excuses when it came to me. When Luke had birthdays, graduations, engagements, my parents threw parties that could rival weddings. For mine, barely a card. Still, I had hoped things would be different now that I had a family of my own. Watching my little boy's eyes fill with disappointment, I realized nothing had changed. The cake sat untouched. The clown packed up early. As Noah went inside to watch cartoons, I stayed in the empty backyard, feeling something inside me harden. That night, after tucking Noah in, I texted my parents. You didn't even call him. He waited all day. No response. The next few days, I pretended it didn't hurt. I told Noah Grandpa was sick. Uncle Luke had car trouble. Small lies protect him, but the anger inside me kept simmering. Then, for days later, my phone buzzed. It was my dad. David, need $2,200 for Luke's graduation gift. Send by Friday. I stared at the screen. No hello. No apology for Noah's birthday. Just a demand. My hands trembled as I typed back. You didn't even come to your grandson's birthday. His reply came almost instantly. We had Luke's event to prepare for. You know how important this is. No guilt. No regret. Just the same favoritism I'd endured my entire life. Memories flashed. Luke getting a new car at graduation, me getting a handshake. Luke getting tuition help, me working nights to pay mine. And yet, I had always kept the peace, hoping they'd notice me someday. That message broke something final inside me. I texted back, no, I won't send a dime. And don't contact me again until you learn what family means. Immediately, my mother called. Don't be selfish, David. Your brother worked so hard. I laughed bitterly. My son had waited all day for grandparents who never came. I blocked their numbers. Sarah found me sitting in silence, staring at my phone. You okay? She asked softly. I nodded. Yeah, I think I finally am. The following week, I poured all my energy into making things right for Noah. We threw him a second party. Just the three of us. We went to the zoo, ate too much ice cream, laughed until our stomachs hurt. No fancy guests. No fake smiles. Just a family that showed up. Months passed. I heard from relatives that Luke's graduation went beautifully. My parents in the front row, cheering, clapping. Word spread that they were angry I cut them off. I didn't defend myself. You can't explain neglect to people who call it love. Then, 2 months later, I got a call from Luke. I almost didn't pick up, but curiosity won. He sounded nervous. Hey, bro. Mom and Dad said you're still upset about Noah's birthday. Upset? I said quietly. No, Luke, I'm done. He hesitated. They said you refused to help with my graduation fund. That's right, I said, because I already paid for my son's dignity. He went silent, then in a smaller voice. You were right not to send the money. They promised to pay me back for something and didn't. I think they're in debt, big debt. I sighed. Then maybe now you'll understand what it feels like to be used. He didn't reply. I could tell he wanted to say more, but shame stopped him. When the call ended, I sat for a long time, thinking. For years, I'd begged for their approval, their love. I thought being a good son meant forgiving endlessly. But sometimes walking away is the only way to protect the people who actually love you. That night, I tucked Noah into bed. He looked up sleepily. Dad, will Grandpa come next year? I smiled quietly sad. Maybe not, buddy, but I'll always be here. His little arms wrapped around my neck. That was all I needed. In that moment, I realized I hadn't lost a family. I had built one worth keeping.